Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Tay TV. My reaction video, I will be reacting to 10 amazing treasures found by complete accident. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna get straight into this video.
Can littered on the street and try and trash it, but your instincts ask you to look again. When you do, you find gold and other precious stones sitting inside, waiting to be discovered. While stories like these are rare, they've happened to some lucky people. This video explores the 10 amazing treasures found by accident. Hoard of historic gold coins.
Hoard of historic gold coins.
Is an engineer from West Yorkshire, England. He hunts for treasure using a metal detector in his spare time. However, he wasn't hunting for treasures in November 2019 when nature shoved one down his throat. He was vacationing in Ballycastle, North Ireland, when his friend asked him to find his wedding ring because he knew he had a detector. After an hour and a half of searching for the ring, they didn't see it, but they found a horseshoe and a 5-pence coin. However, Reynard's detector began beeping. This prompted him to dig further. When he pulled out the first coin from the soil, he was curious to know if there was more, and his suspicions were right. He found dozens of coins amounting to millions. Some of the gold coins dated back to the 1500s, including a King Henry VIII coin worth over $6,000. When they took the treasure to the Ulster Museum in Belfast, it was estimated to be over $125,000. Experts say it's the biggest hoard of gold coins in Ireland. Hoxne Hoard. Nothing can be more frustrating than losing a working tool halfway into your work. When a farmer in a small village of Hoxne in Suffolk, England, misplaced his hammer, he was nearly frustrated. He approached his friend who had a metal detector to help him find it, but it seemed nature had a surprise for him. To his greatest shock, he found one of the largest treasure hoards in British history. It was also the largest collection of 4th and 5th century coins found anywhere in the Roman Empire. Over 15,000 Roman bronze, silver, gold, forks, spoons, jewelry, and statues were hidden underground. He and his friend were so excited that they didn't bother about the hammer anymore. They split the money from the hoard and earned $3 million each.
$3 million each? That's impressive.
Of the Hoxne hoard, researchers have used the objects to learn more about Britain's turbulent period. Since no organic material survived in the Hoxne hoard, radiocarbon can't be used as a dating technique. Rather, archaeologists have used the cons to guess the era the hoard came from. Today, the collection can be seen at the British Museum. Mosaic from Caligula's ceremonial ship. Helen Ferrati, an antique dealer, didn't know that the mosaic sitting in her Upper East Side apartment had been dragged from a mysterious Roman badge in Lake Nemi, Italy. After purchasing it in Europe, she spent thousands of dollars shipping it to her home in New York and converting it into a coffee table. She used it for 45 years without understanding its secret until visitors began complimenting the table. This drew the attention of the New York District Attorney and the Italian military's police's armed recovery, who then returned the table to Italy. They then discovered that it had been stolen from the pleasure boats of Rome's tyrannical emperor Caligula. His boats had baths, lush gardens, and every luxury you wanted in a boat. Unfortunately, Ferrati couldn't enjoy the item she got with her money because it was illegally acquired.
It was illegally acquired.
An $88 portrait believed to be the work of Flemish master. There are about 20 surviving versions of Anthony van Dyck's portrait of the Infanta Isabella Clara Eugenia. Artists and historians believed this for years until Chris Wright, a librarian, uncovered one more. When he visited an antique shop in the 1970s, he noticed a portrait of an older woman in a black nun's habit and thought it was a good copy of Van Dyck's original. He paid $88 for it and took it home. About a century later, experts at London's Cortland Institute of Art think that the painting Wright bought may have come from Van Dyck's workshop. In fact, possibly from the master himself. Sir Anthony van Dyck was the most influential portrait painter to have graced Britain. He became Peter Paul's most talented assistant before traveling to England, where King Charles I appointed him a principal painter. His influence changed the British portraiture game from a stiff and formal approach to a unique style that gained global attention. What do you want?
Want a job that I don't hate. Want a do something that matters.
Quairdale Hoard. On May 15, 1840, a group of workers was repairing the embankment of the River Ribble in Quairdale when they dug up a lead box containing treasures. The men were astonished for a second, but opened it to reveal more details. The hoard comprised over 8,600 items.
Over 8,600 items. Whoa, that's a lot.
While most items in the box were created in eastern England Viking settlements, some came from Scandinavia and Italy. The coins were believed to be buried around 903 AD, when the Vikings were banished from Dublin. Ironically, Preston folklore detailed that anyone who stood on the south bank of the River Ribble and looked upriver could find the richest treasures in England. No one who'd heard the story took it seriously until after this discovery. The valuables were given to Queen Victoria and are displayed at the British Museum. This hoard was featured in a 2003 BBC documentary, Our Top 10 Treasures. Schroeder Treasure.
This look interesting right here. I like this.
Construction workers are sometimes lucky to be part of history, as they have, over time, dug up countless treasures while doing their job. On June 8, 1885, workers were demolishing an old building in the Polish town of Świętoslaska, where they found a vase. Of course, they thought the previous owners of the house had left it behind, since it wasn't useful to them. Upon investigation, they realized it contained over 3,000 silver coins, dating back to the 14th century. When demolition work moved to another building in the neighborhood, they found silver coins and gold flooring coins.
Those coins look, those coins look good.
More treasures in the area. To their amazement, they found a gold crown that most likely belonged to the first wife of Emperor Charles IV, two 13th century gold pendants, and two 12th century gold
pendants. Texture and
a gold
structure.
clasp containing precious stones, and a sapphire ring. Studies show that the treasures indeed belonged to Emperor Charles IV, who pawned them to fund his claims to the title of King of the Romans. You can find this treasure in the Regional Museum in Świętoslaska. Caesarea Sunken Treasure.
Caesarea Sunken
Treasure. In February
Treasure.
2015, a violent storm upturned Israel's Mediterranean coastline. However, it didn't stop scuba divers from doing what they love the most. The next day, Zvika Bayer was scuba diving off the ancient port of Caesarea when something caught his attention. He noticed the seafloor was littered with gold coins and had Arabic script on both sides. He became more curious and drew closer. The coins were dinars, reportedly minted during the region of the Caliphate Al-Hakim between 1996 and 1021 AD, and his son Al-Zahir between 1021 and 1036 AD. At the time, Caesarea was part of the Fatimid dynasty. The city flourished in 400 BC and was a Greek and Venetian trading post. In 96 BC, it was ruled by Queen Cleopatra. When Rome conquered the area, Herod the Great took over and made it the capital of the Roman province of Judea and the home of Pontius Pilate. About 2,000 coins were pulled out of the sea, and each was 24-karat gold with a purity above 95%. And to our best pick. Many years ago, it was a norm for invading forces to steal treasures from weaker cities and take them home. As part of a peace deal after the war, they were implored to return the stolen items, but not all of them returned to their origin. Tanks a Lot.
Thanks a lot.
Nick Beat, the owner of Tanks a Lot, is a tank collector. This company offers tanks and other armored vehicles for private events, driving lessons, and television and film appearances.
Look at that tank.
He purchased off eBay for $40,000 proved to be the best decision of his life. While he and his mechanic, Todd Chamberlain, were filming, they found something shocking. Since they found a machine gun ammunition in the vehicle, they wanted video evidence as proof in case they found another one. They didn't know that there was much more waiting for them. While filming, they pulled out 5 gold bars worth about 12 pounds.
12 pounds.
At $2.4 million. This finding was handed over to the authorities to take it up from there. The vehicle was a Type 69 Chinese copy of the Soviet T-55 medium tank. It was sold in their number to the Iraqi army in the 1980s. It was armored with a 100mm main gun and a 12.7mm machine gun. While this design is outdated, it's still useful to some armies globally. The gold found inside is said to be from Kuwait. After the 1990 invasion of the country, Iraqi forces looted the area. While some treasures were returned after the war, some were hidden from the public. Too bad they didn't get to keep that money. That's a shame.
They didn't get to keep their money and they found it.
Saddle Ridge Hoard.
It's messed up, bro.
In February 2013, a couple and their dog were strolling on the street in Northern California when they found a large roll of property. It wasn't the property that caught their attention, but something spectacular. A large rusty can. After picking it from the ground and studying it, they were convinced to open it. They found that it contained gold coins. They realized there could be more around the property, so they got a metal detector for further research. They unearthed 8 more cans filled with 1,427 gold coins between 1847 and 1894. While scanning the environment, the couple noticed an old can hanging from the tree and an odd-shaped rock on a nearby hillside. The coins were a mix of $20, $10, and $5 denominations.
Okay.
When the couple contacted the authorities, they were told that the coins had never been used. This finding elicited questions as to whether the coins were stolen from the U.S. Mint. On March 4th, 2014, the Mint clarified that there were no theft incidents in the facility around that period. If a future investigation reveals otherwise, they'll come for what they think is theirs. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't tell a soul.
Right.
What would you do? Let us know in the comment section below.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Uncle Sam Diamond.
Uncle Sam Diamond.
Wesley Ollie Basham was famously called Uncle Sam, but when he stumbled on a huge diamond, his friends were certain he deserved the name. After finding the biggest diamonds he had ever seen, he screamed and attracted the attention of his fellow diamond miners. The stone was later found to be the largest ever discovered on American soil. When it was unearthed, the diamond weighed 40.23 carats, but it had to be cut twice, and in its final form, it weighed 12 carats. Although it's said to have an M color signifying faint yellow, it's also been said to be white or slightly pink. This diamond was sold by an Arkansas diamond mining company, which sold it to Tom Cochran. After his death, the precious gem was sold to a diamond cutting firm that polished it before it finally ended in the hands of an anonymous private collector. It's believed that it was sold for a whopping $150,000. The Uncle Sam Diamond was created 373 miles to 497 miles underground, and is the most chemically pure diamond.
This is it for this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you. You guys have a good day.